Life in the jungle, I won't lie, it wasn't what I expected. Truthfully, I going into the jungle, I had this mindset of you may suffer for Monday to Saturday, but on Sundays they may use their church mind and cook rice for you people to eat. But little did I know that your Monday to Sunday is the same. Like, you know about the salt saga now. We ate without salt for almost a week or more than a week. So many issues, like we lost our tent to the rain and we had to rebuild under the rain. So many crazy experiences. I think some of the times I didn't even eat, because imagine you eating rice without salt and there's a lot of pepper in it. There's a lot, you have so much pepper. Then the percentage of sand inside that rice is more than the crayfish they added. So the experience was really crazy. Imagine, because there was a bedroom as well. So imagine you bathing at one corner, then one of the ladies is bathing at this other corner. Now for you to finish bathing and walk back to our camp, you would have to pass where this lady is bathing. So most times you'll be like, Rachel, you don't bath finish. So she now reply, I'm almost done, just wait a little. So you now that you're done with your bathing, you have to wait because you don't want to be called the peeping Tom. So you'd have to wait till she's done, then she'll not give you a feedback. Okay, Rev, I'm done, or you can start coming, like we are shooting a movie. You get, so the whole experience was really crazy, but it was a fun one, and I think it's an experience that is second to none for me right now. I am really grateful for the platform given to me by the organizers of Good Ultimate Search. So yeah, it was a fun experience and also a crazy. I know in school, I suffered in school based on starvation, but it wasn't anywhere near what I experienced in the jungle. Most times, if you can remember the first episode, the first maybe 2 episodes, you won't see me. The reason being that I was always angry because I wasn't getting anything to eat. I'm not a rice fan. Meanwhile, you're cooking rice without salt. We keep drinking garri. People keep saving garri. Some will just soak the garri and leave it and go for task so that the garri will increase. It was as bad as that. So imagine my major anger was on I'm not eating very well and you people are still taking me for task. Come on, which of the strength do you want me to use? You get? So most times I was always angry for almost like a week. Like no joy. Steady, I was always inside, just lying down. Like I would tell the director back then in the jungle, I would tell him during my interviews that I'm always on energy saving mode because I just have to save this energy for the task, because almost every day you have tasks and almost every day you're not eating very well. So no salt, you're eating one piece of yam and oil. Then the day that they want to make the oil more spicy, they will not cut onions and add. That's like our meat. It got to a point where some people were stealing onions now. People stole onions. You steal the onions, go into the bush, eat, you now come back and drink water.
Now I'm quite surprised because it seems like luck is on your side, Erin Clan. Seems like the Council of Elders are merciful. This is a very, very rare situation. And I hope you do not take it for granted.
No, sir. Well, going to the place of the talking drum, that depends. Your feeling depends on just 2 things. It's either your team lost that day or your team had a win that day. So if your team lost, that means you'll be on tension 2.0. If you guys won, then you may be on tension like 3.0. Why I said so is I think the whole atmosphere with the talking drum, the whole fire, the mood of Toke Makinwa, that alone can even give you tension, even if you won the task that day. So for me, even for the days we won, looking at Toke alone, I'm already tense because normally I'm at the front row. So whenever I'm there, I'm always tense. The only day I wasn't tensed and we won was the day we were given a reward for winning. So that was my only happy day in the place of the talking drum. But aside that day, the rest days were just days of tension, man. And it's worse when you came at the bottom for your task that day. I would say the place of the delivering of my task is more scary than the place of the talking drum. I would say, I think they are like, they come hand in hand. If you don't do well in your task, like for the beginning part of your task, once they say go, that moment they say go, it's a moment of tension as well. So if you don't do well, you will also have to feel that same tension when you get to the place of the talking drum. So I would say it's almost 50-50. The feeling is almost equal.
You are all seated on stools that great warriors have sat on from generation to generation. Many have dreamt and fought battles just to be in this hallowed chamber of warriors, but they never made it. 18 of you have been deemed worthy to be part of the few to enjoy this privilege. Welcome to the place of the talking drum.
Experience. Okay, well, I would say it has been a hell of a crazy one because I think I had my auditions in Abuja. I got to Abuja by 6 a.m. I took a night bus from Port Harcourt. I got to Abuja by 6 a.m. just chopped off in front of the stadium. Auditions. When I got to the audition ground, man, I won't lie. I felt intimidated because the guys that came, their arms are like my lap, literally. You get so seeing those kind of people as people you have to contend with to actually make it to the jungle. It was really scary at some point, and if I wasn't someone that is actually confident, it was enough to actually bring down my confidence level, trust me. So we thank God we got through with the whole first phase of the auditions. I think the next day was oral interview. I still scaled through. Then to C school, where we were really drilled with physical activities. C school, I can remember mess pan you get. So everyone eats the same time after the whole task with your dirty body. And I think we're actually beating almost once a day too in C school, regardless of how stressed you are, how strenuous the activities were during the day. So yeah, the audition part of the whole GUS journey has been a tough one and has really impacted positively on me as well. So thank God I'm here today. I feel what worked for me is, number one, being fit. You know, those guys that have so many muscles, there's a difference between bodybuilding and fitness, really. So most of those guys you see that are really buffy, they are not really fit. They just go for bodybuilding, just get big, get big, get big. If you tell them to run from here to here, they just get tired easily. So for me, I'm not really buffy. I still hit my, I still do calisthenics. I still do a lot of treadmill walks, which they don't do. So I think that was an advantage for me, fitness-wise. I wasn't really big because you can get as big as, you can get big to a point where you may not be able to carry yourself. I think that was also a factor that took some of them out of the competition, because for me, I'm shredded, so I could do the whole runnings, I could do the whole swimmings effortlessly. So I think basically that's and confidence as well. Most of them were not really confident, and when you're not confident, it messes with your whole game. You get like when they tell you to run from here, you see so many people that are way bigger than you. If you're not confident, you might feel you're not good enough to compete with them. You get so basically confidence, fitness as well. I think I did pretty well in the fitness part of the whole of the exercise. You get so I feel that's my advantage over so many others. Hearing plan. Okay, how we were able to get along. I think we spent quite some time together at the hotel and from school days. You get so we never knew we were going to actually end up in one clan. So for me personally, I'm a natural nice person. I'm always nice to people. So and I'm open-minded too. So I think the first person that I had to connect with was Rachel. Then I think next up during C school was Ishmael in my clan. You get so I connected with these two before we were even chosen as the top 16 or 18. You get so getting to the jungle when we had to clan up. I think it wasn't really hard for me personally because I'm an easygoing person. I talk less than I listen more than I talk. You get so I'm an everybody's person basically. So I think it wasn't a hard task for me to just get along, and I thank God too that they had a similar kind of way of life. They weren't people that were hard to get along with. You get so that's how the whole bond and the whole unity that we had, and which was displayed on TV too. That's how everything started. My goal for going into GS is as the same as even the goal of the first person that was evicted, to be the ultimate man. Like for me personally, I had two options. Either you become the ultimate man, or the least you can ever get in the game is to be amongst the top 5. You get, but rather unfortunate, I had to go the way I left. You get, so basically the goal was just to be the ultimate man for this season, the Age of Craftsmanship. Rating our level of sportsmanship and bonding, I would say we did pretty well. We in a rating of 0 to 100, I think we are like, would I say 90 compared to other clans. You get, the only person that wanted to give us issues was Mikhail, but aside the fact that Mikhail can give you issue, Mikhail is also a very reserved and a calculative person. You get, so as time went on, as we lost our first task, we had to come back again and have a little meeting within ourselves, and that helped us. We understood ourselves and our strengths better, and I think from then we just started winning. So if you are to measure up the unity percentage or the sportsmanship percentage, I think Erin clan is like tops in the whole between the whole clans in the jungle for this year. So if I were to be given an opportunity to go back to the jungle, would I really do anything differently? I feel I won't really do anything differently because this year's GUS, I won't lie, it's just the grace of God and luck. You get, you might be smart, you can still live. You might be strong, you can still live. So I think during my stay in the jungle, I was myself, and I almost had like 0 bad comments from even my team members and the other clans as well. So I don't think I'll do anything differently. I feel I will just up my game on focus. I'll just focus more than I did before I left the former time. So I think basically it's just more focus. Looking at this year's edition and judging, comparing it with previous years, man, this year is way different. You get, so I'm thinking it may be a woman this year. If it's not a woman, that means I would say for me Damilola. No, we have Damola and Damilola. I feel Damilola may emerge as the ultimate man for the season. If there's an All-Star edition, yeah, I would still be willing to go back to the jungle, provided there will be salt for our meals. I would still be willing to go back. What everyone should be looking forward to, and what I too should be looking forward to after GUS. Okay, basically I do a couple of things. I have an events lighting company which I intend to take notches higher than it already is now. I'm an MC as well, so I'm looking forward to hosting bigger concerts, bigger pageants. I still want to explore more on fitness. Still want to explore more on acting. Like, I'm just open-minded. Like, use me. Use me. I have the body. I have what I would say. I have the face as well. So I'm open for anything. Just if anyone comes now, use me as you wish. You get. I'm open-minded like that. So basically, my brand name is Oreva Events and Lighting, taking it notches higher than it already is. Hosting more events, more weddings, training more people on fitness, because I'm also a fitness instructor, training more people, giving more time to modeling as well, and I'm just open to virtually any good thing that comes. So alright guys, I had fun on NetNG. My name is Oboh Oreva Ogene, aka Reva. Keep watching the NetNG.